Welcome to Module 4. In this module, we are going to learn about the poetic devices used in the poem A Legend of the Northland. First, alliteration. Definition is repetition of consonant sounds at the beginning of words in a line. You can see the examples. In their funny furry clothes, fur sound is repeated. If I tell the tale to you, ter sound is repeated, and being faint with fasting, fur sound is repeated. And still a smaller one, sir sound is repeated. Then she took a tiny scrap, ter sound is repeated. My cakes that seem too small, sir sound is repeated. Next we have the repetition. Repetition of words or phrases is to lay emphasis or communicate a message. Away, away in the Northland. Here, the word away is repeated. It is used to denote how distant the place is. And rolled it flat. Here the word rolled is repeated to make it as flat and thin as a wafer. By boring and boring and boring. Boring is repeated to show the hard effort that the woman turned woodpecker had to make to find its food. Next poetic device is enjambment. When one line moves to the next without using any kind of punctuation marks in between, it is known as enjambment. And the nights are so long in winter that they cannot sleep them through. Here there is no comma, full stop, or any other punctuation mark. And the children look like bear cubs in their funny furry clothes. So it is in two lines without any punctuation marks. Again we have, for she said, my cakes that seem too small when I eat of them myself are yet too large to give away. 3 lines without any punctuation marks in between. Next we have the simile. When we can compare two different things using the words like or as, it is known as simile. Without like or as, it is known as metaphor. Thin as a wafer. The cake is compared to a wafer. As black as coal. Again, as is used to represent the color of the woodpecker. And the rhyme scheme used in this ballad is, this is a ballad with 4-line stanza. Each stanza it follows a pattern, and here the rhyme scheme of each stanza is A, B, C, B.